But now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in. Don't expect me to be free. Now I'm saving up my loving for someone who's loving me. Go now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break it with your fire? I think I come, boy. You think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, I've got all my life to give, and I'll survive. Hey, 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 hey,
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I've been there before, and that life's a bore so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, but I don't want everything. But everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain, promises forever young. Oh.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, here in Argentina, I know it's good night for some of you and maybe good morning for others of you. So good day. We're really excited to be here. I'm Matias. I'm going to be joining you today during this amazing festival. And I also want to introduce to my colleague, Pauli, are you there?
Yes, we are here. You cannot imagine where we are. Yesterday we had a in-person festival here in Brazil. So we are so excited what is about to happen today. Thank you all for joining. This is going to be great. And before we begin, we'd like to present the team joining us today who worked very hard backstage to get this challenge up and running. So you can identify us because we have this virtual background, you know? So Ro Gonzalez and Tati Besada, co-founders of Plastify. We have also Mili Vallagamboa, the education manager, while myself, Mentors Experience, Onita Casal, Juanita Lanuse, Guadalupe, with the Youth Experience, Pero del Carril, Juanita Villamil, Nico Boemo, running the app. So.
Great. So we have a long way to go today, but before we begin, we want to make sure you are all listening us okay and seeing us okay. So please raise your hands if you are able to see us. Raise your hands really high. Oh, thank you very much.
Great.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There I see. We see lots of classes with many, many students. We see others alone at their places. Okay, this is going to be amazing. So before the day ends, we're going to know who is the winner of the challenge after the finalist teams presents in front of a jury of experts and the audience votes for their favorite team. We're going to clarify this, but we're going to do it later on, so don't you worry, because today is all about celebration. And we are here to celebrate everything that's happened over the last 3 months. What's happened? A bunch of young change makers who have created and designed strategies to unclassify their communities while working and collaborating with teams from all over the world. This is the main reason for our celebration, and we are thrilled, really, really thrilled to share it with you.
So, we all know that the Unclassified Challenge for Schools is an international educational program designed to empower 15, 16-year-olds to develop their own unclassifying strategies to address the current problem of plastic in the ocean. And of course, you have proven that you can become true change makers. This is the 8th edition of the program, which started with 22 countries during the registration phase. And during the past 3 months, we had 90 teams and more than 200 students from Africa, Europe, United Kingdom, Central and South America. And we have come to design more than 30 strategies and come up with out-of-the-box ideas to eliminate single-use plastic in a wide variety of communities. You can see how the program has grown since 2019 up to now. And what you can see in that slide is actually the amount of plastic that we have been addressing and managing to eradicate from our communities. So it's all about accomplishments. Congratulations to us all as a team. Good. There you can see some of the numbers that I have just introduced to you.
Okay, so where did it start? We're gonna go back. We're gonna make a little bit. No, one before Vero, please. We're gonna do a little flashback to September. It feels like a lifetime because so many things happened, but okay, no, let's go back, please. And there we go, where we started. It all began on the 25th of September when over 200 enthusiastic students gathered for workshops that would ignite a spark of environmental consciousness. Little did you know that this would lay the foundation for a groundbreaking initiative focused on unplastifying strategies. And with passion and determination, the participants embarked on this adventure with a blank canvas. Unaware of how to navigate the complexity of this project, unfamiliar with terms like checkpoint, task, or office hours, and unaware of the scale of the path that awaited them. Despite the uncertainty, the students were driven by a common goal: to tackle one of the most pressing environmental issues of our time. The workshops not only inspired them to rethink their perspectives on plastic pollution, but also instilled in them the courage to take meaningful action. As they navigated the uncharted waters of the project, they began to realize that they were not merely observers, but active contributors to a movement that had the potential to reshape the way the world confronts environmental challenges. This marked the beginning of a transformative journey, where each participant, armed with newfound knowledge and determination, would play a crucial role in addressing a global crisis. Little did they know that their collective efforts would soon make waves, challenging their status quo and offering hope for a more sustainable future.
Great, Mati. So that is where we actually started, with a bunch of ideas, and in fact, in the previous slide, you could see someone writing the design of a project that was an idea, but then the journey is more of a, it's not the same to project something than to implement it. The implementation of projects come with a lot of obstacles, and you have proven that you are totally capable of overcoming these obstacles. And what's more important even is that overcoming obstacles is about also learning, okay, and growing as well. So there you can see some of the projects that have been implementing, a lot of youth involved as well.
So nearly when the project started coming to an end, we couldn't believe this sense of accomplishment with the mere culmination of the projects. Here in the images, we took some of them. We really wanted to put all of your projects inside of this image because they don't even start to conclude and to sum up everything that has happened over this past weeks. Here we have some of the images from the last checkpoint, some of the logos your teams have made, some summaries of what has happened over these past months. And through the highs and lows, we know that you discover the perspective on the world, and you were able to deepen your commitment to environmental causes. Through this journey, you haven't only learned the value of teamwork, but also discovered the power of resilience, adaptability, and collective determination. Many of your teams needed to change their project or to move to the left to do another thing. And that's what we really value at this time, because the challenges you encountered were not roadblocks, but opportunities to refine your vision, fortify your strategies, and emerge stronger. We truly believe that now you're equipped with skills and knowledge to make lasting impacts in the world with this focus on environmental action.
Great. And this experience has involved students all over the world that could be seen in the app. Of course, that all the projects were shared in the app and we could all be aware of what was happening. But it is true that not all of us could make it to, for example, the office hours. And we, not all of us could have this, the chance of actually exchanging experiences, sharing experiences between the different teams. That's why the festival is an invitation to actually, okay, let's share what we have been living throughout this challenge. So that's why we're going to have this group activity. The goal is to go over our journey and recover all the learnings and challenges we overcame during this time. So the activity we propose is to write actually a headline. Do you know what a headline is? Like a newspaper headline that puts together your journey through the challenge. And in order to come up with a headline, it is important to reflect before, no? And we have three questions for you to first discuss in groups and ultimately think of a headline, okay? That is the order of the activity. The questions are, what was the most challenging and enriching aspects of your participation in the Unclassified Challenge? Okay, so for you, this is all personal. What was the most challenging aspect of you participating here? The second one is, how has your participation in the Unclassified Challenge impacted your view on plastic use and the environment? Many of you, I think I have seen that you have gone out to give talks, workshops to your community, and probably you have collected information of your community and what is actually the problem of plastic in your particular community. So just that experience of going out and actually seeing the problem with your own eyes, did that change your view on plastic use? And finally, what advice or messages would you share with future participants of the Unclassified Challenge? So these are three questions actually to trigger discussion among the groups. And the final product is this newspaper headline. Please, if you have any questions, you feel free to make them here. It is very important for us to actually and get to know if you understood the activity.
We're going to ask you if you can, sorry, Paulia, if you can open the Mentimeter, there you have the code or the QR code, because that's where you'll be working and where you're going to be sharing your answers. Then we're all going to read them together. But it's important if you can open it right now so you already have it open to work once you're in your group. Mentors, this invitation is for you to participate. Great.
Great. Good.
Great. Okay, so now you're gonna go to the breakout rooms, and we're gonna give you between 10 and 15 minutes to start working, and then we're gonna be back to share the results.
I suggest that you copy the text because when you go to the breakout room, the chat deletes.
Hi there, Celine, Tati.
Hi.
How are you? It would be really nice if you could enter. There you go. Hi, Celine.
Hi,
Hi, Politera, Tequín. It would be really nice if you can join the breakout rooms. Could you do that in order to enrich the discussions?
Okay.
Good, excellent.
Hi, can you hear my voice?
Yes, Tolga.
Can you attach me into any group? I couldn't join one.
Yes. Let's see.
Thanks.
Sure.
Millie, I think you have to do it. Oh, no, okay. I'm back. Miri, I'm going to send a message to all the rooms saying that we have last 5 minutes, okay?
Okay, okay. Did you have enough time to discuss, guys? Let's see. Write down your experience in the chat. Like, did you have time to discuss, to exchange experiences, to get to know new people, for example?
Of course, it was really great experience to talk with others teams. It's really great. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Nastasia. And I can see that some of you are really crowded. Crowded screens.
Okay, is everyone back? Pauli, do we know? Yes.
I think that, yes. We are all here now.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna try to talk a little bit. We are getting tired of talking too much, Pauli and I. We don't wanna hear each other anymore. We would love to know what you've discussed, regardless the headline that here we are reading, what napkins are about ACT, microplastics are a macro, challenge, innovation and hard work, tedious but rewarding, dreaming possible futures. We want to know what you've discussed. So do we have any volunteers to discuss what happened in the breakup room? If we don't have volunteers, we're just gonna start calling names out loud.
Hey.
Okay, hello, Ekalupa.
You hear me? Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say what Juanita just wrote. Actually, we spent most of the time creating like the name, and we couldn't like play the whole name. So microplastics are a macro problem. It's a whole name. But yeah, we actually couldn't discuss much about like our experiences because we thought a lot.
Yeah, the time was very limited for us, but we made it so we could create something. Actually, Pauline was of great help, and everyone else on the breakout room did a really great job to create it. So yeah.
Great, thank you very much for sharing. That's great. Do we have another volunteer? I'm seeing, yes.
Yes.
Hi, Carlos.
Okay, in our group, the first questions that we're talking about, the most challenging and enriching aspect of the participation, that was one is that says that it was the deleting or erasing plastic. It was the most enriching experience. The other person was talking about the use of teamwork for time management that helped to do the project in this time. And the third one that was coordination problems, and the enriched thing it was that they got it. The second question that was about how the participation in the challenge impacted the beyond plastic use environment. One was that the impact is very small, but if many people impact a little amount, the total impact is large. Another says that after the project, they started sorting plastic and avoiding throwing garbage or plastic in forests and other places. And other opinion was that while working on their project, they saw that the impact of plastic to the world was that in the world that they live was such that they supposed to take actions, and that's why they started to stop using plastic bottles and started using metal ones. The third, it was about the advice or message. Well, we didn't have enough time, but it came only one advice, and that use a time management app or that helps to make the project on time, not to help to bring the project on time. Well, that was what we discussed.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you very much for sharing. Yeah, we know time management is one of the things we always discuss in every edition, but Do you remember who you were working with in the breakout room?
No, I didn't write it. Sorry about.
No worries, no worries, no worries. Just being curious. Thank you very much for sharing.
Mhm.
So I know Setis, you are raising your hand. You are raising your hand. Do you want to unmute yourself?
The people we addressed ignored us and do not change their habits to stop using plastic.
Yeah, well, personally, I feel so stressed about all these challenge, but I think that it's some different and new. And well, when we talk with the people, they was I repeat so close mind, and that's what we want to do: raise awareness about the plastic and about the pollution in our world. So we want to reduce that, and some that I would like to say for future generations is that the sky is the limit. It's just that. You can do that, and you with the help of everybody, you can so change the world. And so, well, I want to leave a better world for future generations. So I would like that the people just do that, raise awareness about the pollution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we're gonna write down what you said about the sky being the limit. We believe the same thing. The sky is the limit. And personally, I think this edition has proven that because of the amazing and different projects you have all designed. So yeah, totally agree. Thank you, Setis, for sharing your experience. Yes, Ekolufa, you're raising your hand.
Well, for us, it's been a very interesting experience, especially working with the type of plastic that we're working with, which is dishwasher sponges. We haven't seen in our community that there was a project directed towards the change of these plastic sponges. So we thought it was a great idea using something that for us in our small town, we use for other things, which is loofah plants. We use for other things, but we wanted to bring it to a place where we could apply it so we could eliminate the plastic, especially because it's a cheaper material, it is natural, it is biodegradable. So we think personally that those little actions of changing your sponge for loofah make a big difference in the community, first of all, and then for the world. So for us, microplastics are the macro problem. Basically means that small changes and small actions can bring a big difference with how you can help the planet.
Yeah, definitely. Ekolufa, we know we're gonna be hearing you. We're gonna be hearing a little bit more about you in a few moments. Thank you very much. Polinen, do you wanna share something?
I would like to say how I am really happy about this project, because talking to all of you could bring me so many insights, even about the situation of Brazil right now, since we are having so many troubles with the climate change. We face it every day now. So knowing how we can change that for the future generations is so good, and I'm really happy to be part of our project.
Yeah, thank you, Polinen. I believe that when the challenge was first started, we talked about future generations, but you are those future generations. And to know that the future generations we were talking about are now talking to the upcoming generations, that's pretty much what this is about. So thank you for this. So does someone else want to share, or we can continue to move forward so we can keep on schedule? Anyone else wants to share something?
Well, I can tell my experience.
Yes, Tolga, please.
Well, first of all, thank you, Unplastify. This was an unforgettable memory for our team, and we believe that we bring a brand new innovation to medical plastic gloves and replacing with a biodegradable one. It was a great experience for us. That's all I wanted to say.
That's amazing. Thank you, Tolga. We know we're going to be hearing about your project too in quite a few minutes, so can't wait to hear that. Yes, Anastasia. What do you?
I'd like to say thank you for everyone on this conference because it's a really great experience. This project is amazing. And you know, the things that we have now is result of things that we did before, for example, 10 or 5 years ago. And if we do now something to save planet, we will have a big result on the future. And it's very important things. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anastasia. I know we're gonna be hearing you two in quite a few moments. Great, Ekolufa?
Yeah, just to make like a little summary of what actually all have said and something that actually Ferdinand said that actually pulled a lot of my attention is that actually even when talking about like environmental impact and pollution, we sometimes think or we don't know how to start or when to start or what to do basically, and just like have the opportunity of being here in this challenge and I don't know, have the opportunity of think that what we're doing actually have a impact. It's like truly nice and it's actually an amazing experience. So as Maritera said, thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you very, very much, Ekolufa, for those words. So great, we are ready to move forward. We are getting really anxious with what's coming. So
Yeah.
let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we want to take a pause, a short moment to talk about the mentors experience because we know all these amazing teams have been working and have been moving forward, but we know there's someone back there that's guiding them, that's working with them, that has been attending the mentors meetings. So we believe that nothing would have been possible without the mentors. So we would really like to extend our gratitude to these exceptional persons who have played an indispensable role in the program. Your dedication, your commitment, your responsibility were the rock upon which all the teams build their success. So you have not only provided invaluable guidance, but you also served as committed companions throughout the journey.
Great. Yes. Well, so we wanted to congratulate you, mentors, for participating, for engaging your students, and also for providing the space and the chance to get surprised by youth. You know, that's what some of the mentors have been telling me, and Matty as well, is this, okay, we're really surprised with the outcomes. So I wanted to propose an applause for all mentors here. That thank you very much for your commitment, for the initiative, for everything. And we want to invite some of them to share some words with us. So Sophie Marelli, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Thank you. Sofia Marelli is from the Escuela Cristoforo Colombo from Argentina, and she has been participating with 4 teams. She has Mindful Entertainment, Buybacks, Please Stop, and Lights, Camera, Ways. I think I didn't miss anyone, Sophie. Okay.
Yes,
so
exactly. As regards the project, I thought it was a wonderful idea. We worked with the project together with Carolina Stiles, who is also in the meeting. She stayed in the classroom with the students. I just left because of the audio. I hope that you can hear me correctly from my cell phone. And well, the project has been incredibly challenging, and I think that a key word that I have is teamwork. Because the same way that we have asked our students to work in teams and to leave their comfort zones, you know, we have to work also in teams. And I think that it has been a great experience to work not just obviously with Carolina, but with all of you, because it was a new project, a new experience for us as mentors, and it was quite difficult because sometimes students asked things that we didn't know how to answer, truly. And we felt that we have been always supported by all of the Unplastify team. I have already told you this in our mentors meeting. And I think that also sharing the experience with other mentors in these mentor meetings that we had has been a wonderful help. Because we feel that all of us are in the same situation, and our experiences shared make us even better, because we can rely on others in order to be able to share these experiences with our students. Our students have chosen really challenging projects. They have, even though we insisted on working on easier things because it was the first time we were with this, but even though they felt sometimes at a crossroads, they have always been able to solve the problem because they were really interested in the project, and they also relied on their work, on their partners, and on others on the Unplastify app. So I thought it was a wonderful experience that we hope we can repeat in the future. And I really want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of my students, the teams that have been working with us, because they have been wonderful all along. They really engaged in all of the activities that we proposed for them. So thank you for this opportunity to thank them in public.
Thank you, Sophie. And I believe that this it's a humble attitude. This idea of, okay, I'm going as a mentor, as an educator, I'm going to try to support you, in spite the fact that maybe I do not have all the solutions. So thank you for that attitude and that long learning, yes, like disposition. Thank you. And the next mentor is Irina. She is the mentor of Taras, well, I cannot pronounce, Shevchenko Lyceum. I'm so sorry, Irina, I did my best.
That's okay, that's okay.
So thank you for joining us.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that it's a real honor for me to attend this virtual festival and to speak about the impact of the Unplastify project on us mentors of these incredible teams. And you know, as mentors, we often talk about guiding the students, but seldom do we acknowledge that we learn from our students, we grow alongside them. And this project, it was really a transformative experience, both for me as a mentor and for my students. As you can see, we are from Ukraine, and for the past 2 years, unfortunately, our life has changed completely because of the war. And I saw this project as a great opportunity for my students, not only to feel back like normal life again, but also to develop their global citizenship, feel part of the global community, and of course, help them become real game changers. Because of the war, unfortunately, we cannot see each other at school all the time. So the project helps them reconnect with each other and reconnect with the world around them. And as for my personal experience, it was the first time for me in the role of a mentor. So, of course, I had my bunch of doubts, especially as I couldn't see my students in person. I saw them only once in 2 weeks, can you imagine, in these 3 months? And the rest of the lessons were online. So I worried that their motivation maybe will waver, that I can't control what they're doing on a regular basis. But it turned out I needn't have worried. I was impressed by the ideas they had come up with. You know, in our school, we already had similar ecological project. One of the classes was making paper pens instead of plastic ones a couple of years ago. And frankly speaking, I thought that maybe we could develop this idea because it was really cool. But my students decided to come up with something absolutely different, as they didn't want to plagiarize. Their fresh perspective, out-of-the-box thinking have challenged my own preconceptions and broadened my horizons. And witnessing the passion and dedication that teams have poured into tackling the global issue of plastic pollution has been truly inspiring. I can't say that there were no disappointments. We had 5 teams in our school. Unfortunately, only 3 of them managed to complete the project and got good points. But the main thing is that they became aware of the existing environmental problems and hopefully will continue working on reducing plastic, at least in our local community. The teams are, as far as I know, the teams are going to organize workshops to teach other students how to reduce plastic in their everyday life in a very simple and accessible way. Moreover, I can say that Unplastify project has shown us the immense power of collaboration and teamwork. I have seen these youngsters from diverse backgrounds with different skill sets. They came together united by the common cause, and I was truly amazed by their hidden talents. It appears that some of them have rich imagination, come up with great designs, others can edit videos in a professional way, and I can say that the list is endless. Their collaborative spirit demonstrated the importance of unity in working towards a shared goal. So the project helped develop their soft skills as well, and I guess these skills will be really helpful to them in their future life. But perhaps the most impactful lesson from this journey has been the urgency of environmental awareness, because we are speaking about our future world, of course. Through their research, advocacy, actionable solutions, these students have instilled in us a renewed sense of responsibility towards our planet. They have become ambassadors for change, inspiring others in our communities to rethink their habits and contribute to a more sustainable future. I would like to thank all the students who have been part of this journey. Of course, I would like to thank mentors, coordinators from Unplastify team. But I would like to address the students. You know, you have not just unplastified our environment, you have unplastified our perspectives and hearts. So thank you so much for this wonderful learning experience.
Oh my God. Thank you, Irina. Thank you so much.
So much.
Sophie, and all the mentors that are really engaged with this, and it wouldn't have been the same without you, really. Thank you. And one thing that I wanted to maybe remark from what you just said is this thing of, okay, not all my teams were able to complete the program, but something was triggered. And that was something that happened in many schools. You're not the only one. The timeline is quite rushed. So don't feel like you're alone in that. Many of us were running, but something was triggered. And that is part of this transition or this transformation that we are living as a community. So, well, thank you for trusting this journey. Thank you so much. Well, so the grand finale is coming, guys. 4 teams will present their projects in front of a jury of experts who, with your help, will help us to decide who is the winner of the 8th edition of the Unplastify Challenge for School. Will it be Eco Ondas, Polinen, Politera, or Ecolufa? But after all, we have been going through and everything you did towards the mission of unplastifying your community. You might ask, what is next?
So every time we finish the Unplastify Challenge for Schools, we were asking like, okay, what's next? What do we do with everything? We know what's all the information we have, like Irina just said. You have unplastified your perspectives on how you see the world. So that's why we invite you to keep on working towards unplastifying the whole world with us. We want to invite you to be a part of the Unplastify Club. You might be asking, what's an Unplastify Club? So this is an educational initiative aimed to create plastic-free communities in schools to continue working towards the plastic problem through concrete actions. This invitation is extended to all high school students. That means everyone at your high school can be a part of the Unplastify Club, but the representatives, the leaders who are going to be in charge of the club, must have participated in the challenge for schools. So if you are here and you have finished the challenge and you want to continue working, we invite you to open the first chapter of the Unplastify Club at your school. So every school will have its chapter, and they will be a part of a community of chapters worldwide, like all around the world. We already have some chapters that were working on the club this part of the years, and now we want you to be there too. Yes, so captains, I mean you, the leaders, the representatives, will be responsible for shaping and implementing the chapter through meetings, initiatives, and activities proposed by Unplastify. I mean, we're gonna give you some activities for you to work at your school. but you can also propose your own activities. Yes, maybe you have these ideas and you want to plastify an event at your school, or you want to do some laboratory research. Everything's welcome in the club. So if you're interested in this and you want to receive more information, we invite you to scan the QR code that's in the that's right now in the presentation you're seeing, and we're going to be sharing the form.
Yes.
I Amelia joined it, send it.
Yes.
So if you're interested in receiving more information, please complete the QR form and we will send you everything we have, and hopefully we'll get to have tons and tons of chapters to continue working at our Unplastify Club.
Good.
Okay, so right now we're gonna go to a short break because the grand finale is coming up right now. So what's going to be happening? We're gonna take 5 minutes for you to go to the bathroom, to get some water, to stretch your back, and we'll be back because the grand finale is about to begin. The finalist teams will present their projects to our jury of experts. You will vote. The jury will make the final call, and we'll know who the big winner of the Unplastify edition, of the 8th edition of the Unplastify Challenge for Schools is. So, see you in 5 minutes, Pauli.
Yes, and there you have the link where the YouTube is going to be, well, streaming, sorry, I phrased it really wrong. You can share that link with your, I don't know, families, the rest of your classroom, whoever you want. You know that there's going to be an audience vote, so maybe you would like to share that. And see you, yes, in 5 minutes. Bye-bye.
That ring upon your head, but it was not me, you see. So how could that be a thing of beauty? Oh no. I wanna be. Guess I'll have to wait and see. Now I've opened my eyes and I realize I don't need another guy. That I'll stick to what makes me tick with my old friends here by my side. And I'll take my chance, I'll risk the dance even if I'm alone. I'll still be same old me and I'll walk happily along these old dusty roads. 'Cause there ain't nothing left for me. Oh, stuck under the tree. Ain't no place I wanna be. Guess I'll have to wait and see. 'Cause there ain't nothing left for me. Oh, stuck under the tree. Ain't no place I wanna be. Guess I'll have to wait and see if there's somebody left for me. Well, I hope that you've been having the time of your life. Just remember, you gotta always think twice. I remember when I remember when I
Okay, we're
lost
gonna
my
go.
mind.
I mean, our camera's on again. We're about to begin.
Emotions had to let go. So much space.
There we go, Mati. Sorry, we had the music really loud.
No worries. Okay, there, everyone's there. Oh, Terranova, hello. Hello, Terranova. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the countries we have. We have Ukraine, we have Turkey, we have Turkey, we have Mexico, we have Argentina, we have Ecuador, we have Costa Rica. Who else is here? Let me know. We have Peru, we have Brazil. I'm trying to see if there's anyone that I'm missing, but that's really, really incredible. It's like we are in many continents at the same time right now. Okay, so we're ready to go. We are back, and now it's time to start with the grand finale. Please, we're gonna I don't know how to say in English. Instead of applause, I want everyone to snap your fingers. Snap fingers. I don't see the fingers being snapped. Okay, there we go. That's our new applause, and that's what we're gonna do for each team. So before we begin, it's a pleasure for me to introduce you to Ro Gonzalez, co-founder of Amplastify. Ro, are you there? Ro is one of the co-founders of Amplastify. She will be announcing the finalist teams, and we're going to be introducing our amazing jury of experts who are joining us in this special evening where we'll decide who wins the 8th edition of the Unplastify Challenge for Schools. So, Ro, are you there? Are you with us? I don't know.
Yes, I can guarantee she's here.
Okay. Okay, so let us go through.
Yes,
quickly.
no, now there.
Ah, there you go. Thank you, Ro.
Hi, hello, everyone. Well, as Mati said, I'm co-founder of Unplastify, and I can't believe we are reaching so many new places all around the world in this new edition of the challenge. It was not so long ago that we started with this dream, and it's become true. So I'm very, very happy to be here. I am connected with the rest of the team from Brazil that we have just finished the virtual festival. And now we will be presenting all the different countries to meet the projects, and that all these projects were developed during these past months. So I'm so happy that everyone is going to see the great work everyone has been doing. This event will be broadcasted now on YouTube. So remember that, as we said before, you can invite everybody to see it, and the public will be participating. So I hope that you are sharing this link with everyone. Thank you, Mati. I think now you are muted.
It's like the phrase of the year, you're mute, you're mute. Thank you, Ro. So for those of you who have joined us at the beginning, you have already heard the introduction of what the educational challenge is about, but we're going to go with a briefly summary of what we told, because we have new people who have joined the Zoom. We have people watching us through YouTube. So we want everyone to know what we are talking about. So the Unplastify Challenge for School is an international educational program designed to empower 15 and 16-year-olds to develop their own unplastifying strategies to address the current problem of plastics in the ocean and be true change makers. In this particular edition, the 8th edition of the Unplastify Challenge for School, 90 teams with over 100 students from 22 countries, different countries. There you can see all the countries that first registered to participate in the challenge, from Tanzania, Brazil, Ghana, Gambia, United Kingdom, Colombia, Turkey. Okay, the list is amazing. It's been expanding every year a little bit more. And they have come up with over 30 creative strategies to eliminate the plastic. From awareness campaigns in the film industry to manufacturing their own wax napkins, conducting debates in the school to discuss the plastic problem, producing phone cases from wood, and more, the outcomes were remarkable, really, really remarkable. The teams collaborated through the Unplastified app, guided by mentors to implement and manage their project. Based on this progress, the interactions of the projects and the interactions they made through the app, they were evaluated on 4 different criteria. We had leadership, communication, impact, and cooperation. Key values of project management that the community needs today, the world needs today. So after the 3 phases of project implementation, we reached the final presentation where 4 finalists were announced. These 4 finalists are the 4 teams that achieved the highest score throughout the challenge. We have Ecolufa from Costa Rica. We have Polinen from Brazil. Thank you for snapping your fingers. We have Politera from Turkey, and we have Ecodas from Ukraine. And many thanks to all of you, all of your mentors once again. We're gonna clarify some of the timing today, and then we're gonna meet the jury. Yes, I'm trying to create some suspense there. So the timing for your presentations is each team will have a maximum of 5 minutes to present their project to the panel of experts. The jury will have a few minutes to ask any clarifying questions in case you have any doubts and you want to know any more information or something wasn't clear. You're gonna have 2 minutes to ask them questions. After the presentations, the jury will meet in a breakout room to choose the winner. Meanwhile, the public will vote through Menti, and we're gonna make some announcements, really, really important announcements. Okay, let's move forward. It's time to meet the judges. Who are these wonderful guests that have joined us today to choose our winner?
Okay,
First,
sorry.
okay, well, great, thanks.
Sorry. Sorry. So we have 3 judges today to join us in this very special moment. Tomás Teicher, that is a co-founder of Consciente Colectivo, a social environmental activism organization whose pillars are political advocacy, territorial action, environmental education, and the visibility of social environmental issues in our country, Argentina. He works as child and youth coordinator at Ashoka, a global
I continue, don't worry. Ashoka is a global social organization that selects and supports the most innovative social entrepreneurs in the world with a vision of systemic change.
And we also have second and third, Maria Clara and Mariana Moraes, who were yesterday with us in the Presential Festival. They are sisters and part of a movement called Verdes Marias that brings awareness to climate change and its challenges, focusing on solutions and what individuals can do to become part of the solution. They are also winners of the Zero Waste Award 22 and TEDx speakers in 23. Thank you so much.
Okay, so as we said before, we will evaluate them through the 4 scoring categories. Good. It's time for the team to expose and show, beyond the words, their action, what they did. So we're going to start with from the school Colegio Humanístico Costarricense Campus Nicoya, from the country Costa Rica. We're going to start with Ecolufa. We introduced their participants: Diego Medina Gutierrez, Andrea Castro, Janina Guevara, Sofia Montes, and their incredible mentor, Francini Oces. So thank you very much. Ecolufa, are you ready?
Yes, we are very ready.
Okay, so we're going to be sharing your presentation. There we go. 5 minutes, start.
Well, hello everybody here. We are very excited to present our project, which consists of the replacement of kitchen sponges for loofahs. Have you ever wondered why the plastic sponges cause so much damage? We're gonna let you know in this presentation.
Okay, so to start, I want you to imagine something. Imagine how would it be like to lay on the ocean nearly 50 to 1,000 years, just letting parts of yourself wherever you go, but without disappearing. Well, this is a case of kitchen sponges. They're totally made of plastic, and that's why they are so polluting. Every time you wash a dish, you're letting microplastics go through the sink and then on the ocean, affecting and polluting marine ecosystems and affecting animals. Okay, so now that you know a little bit more about our chosen plastic, we noticed that we here in our high school, we're spending nearly 3 sponges per month, just in a month. Per year, we were spending nearly 40 sponges in just 1 year. Now, imagine how would it be like spend, or how much kitchen sponges could you spend in 10 years? In the case in a house, how much will you spend? Thank you. Now, so for you to understand in a better way why our strategy basically consists in the replacement of kitchen sponges for loofahs, you need to understand what are loofahs, right? So loofahs are basically plants. That's one of the most interesting things. It's basically something that nature has given us and that we can use to avoid plastic. So why to choose loofahs? There are 2 such important points. So the first one, they are basically biodegradable. So if you don't want to use a loofah sponge anymore, you just can throw it in the back jar and it's basically going to become soil. And second one, it is a renewable resource. So basically you can actually grow your own loofahs, and that's amazing.
Well, the community we're directed towards basically is our school community. We have a community of about 100 people right now, but also the community that we expect to impact is about 187 people, which means that it would be 3 to 4 sponges multiplied by 187 people.
So now for you to have a clear idea, this is a previous image of our high school, basically with the kitchen sponges, and the actual image. We're basically using loofahs now. So we literally avoid the waste of nearly 12,400 kitchen sponges, taking into account our direct community impacted and our indirect community impacted in a year.
Okay, here are some tips to use loofahs correctly. First of all, we have the accomplishments. For us, our accomplishments have been exchanging plastic sponges for loofahs in our school, which was our main goal. We have already succeeded at that. Then helping local vendors of our community, buying their products and helping them sustain themselves. And it's a better way of like a circular economy. And then encouraging the change within our community has been another one of our accomplishments. As far as our challenges, the first one has been the financial difficulties that we have found because we have to find someone to help us with buying the loofah plant so we can create our garden, and then convincing the community, although it's not something that has been difficult because everyone has been so nice and resilient about it. But it was a challenge for us because you have to accept something new into your life.
Okay, our action. Okay, our initiative kicks off with the implementation of loofahs in our school. Thanks to the backing of the school administration, which is providing the initial financial to support the project. While waiting for garden to yield loofahs, we're concurrently purchasing them from local producers. This dual approach enables us to extend our impact beyond the school to other communities. Adding to the collaborative report, our third strategy guideline interested in our classmates. They are actively engaged in a community work project focused on producing high-quality organic fertilizers. They contribute their organic fertilizers to our local cultivation. This strategy involving the school administration, local producers, and organic fertilizers forms the foundation of our action plan.
And regarding our plans for the future, we hope that we can impact the community in a much deeper way, and also that we can get to our families and our friends' families and our classmates' families, so we can maybe help a lot more in the community, and also that we can create our own loofah plants, that we can plant it in our garden, and that we can possibly sell it to the community and everyone can be able to use it.
Thanks everyone for your gentle attention. We hope you enjoy our project as much as we do. We look forward to answering some questions if you are hesitate or about anything. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ecolufa. Thank you very much. So, any of the juries have any questions for this amazing team?
Hi, can I speak or do I?
Of course you can speak, please. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, hi everyone, I'm Tommy. I'm so glad to be here. I was always smiling while you were talking because I really believe that your project is really good and it's going the really good path. The only question that I have is why did you choose this plastic and not other? How was your inspiration with this one?
Okay, for us, the implementation of this plastic and the change was basically based on the idea of changing something that we use every day, but we don't realize it's causing this problem. We didn't realize that microplastics go into the drain when you wash dishes. This is something that maybe not everyone in their homes are aware of. So first of all, that's something that was encouraging for us to start this project, but also since we have priorly mentioned, we have a garden in our school, and in that garden, we are planting the loofah plant. So not only we're just trying to make a project from buying stuff, we also want to create and bring to life, grow these plants so we can affect the project. And also there's other things. Here's an example. There's other things that we have been implementing as the Yute bags. These are Yute bags. Basically, this is another plant that we grow in our garden. So we're kicking off 2 birds with 1 stone, basically. And we're very happy that we are able to impact our school and community in a positive way.
Great, thank you very much. So I don't know, Maria Clara, Mariana, you want to ask something? Great, go ahead.
Well, first of all, congratulations. We use loofahs in our homes as well, and we always made videos about it, and people love it. So we know the effect that this material has with people. But we really want to understand, how did you engage your community? Because it's not that simple to make people understand how important it is to change, and that is like a small thing, but with a big impact.
Yeah, actually, well, first of all, that's amazing that you already use loofahs. And well, it was one of our most bigger fears to just like, we were asking ourselves, like, how can we just don't stop the project here in our high school, but letting other people in their own houses implement this. So one of the most current ways that we are using to encourage people is like posting posts, like informative posts, so they can just realize by themselves how important it is to make this change, basically. And we are planning some of other things, and one of that is like creating our, as Janina mentioned, and growing our own loofahs, so that way we can sell them and be more aware of if they are using it, and if they have some questions, we are always like free to answer them.
And also in our schools, we have to do community service. So one of the community service that has been applied in our school has been the creation of a garden and planting all sorts of plants. And also we create our own compost, which we have it right here. We create our own compost in the school, in the high school. Here you can see. So it is a project that works. Everything has a reason, and everything has a way of working. So when you're involved all the time with this material, this plant, you kind of realize the importance of it. So as everyone in our high school being involved with the idea of changing sponges to loofahs has helped us very much with this. But we have also implemented in our own homes the idea of the loofah plant for washing dishes. And also, as Andrea said, we have a Instagram website that you can visit, and you can check all of our information and everything of the work that we have done.
Also, we plan to involve the families of the students. So
Amazing. Thank you very much. So we're gonna continue to the next team. Right now we have the team Polinen from the Colegio Novo Espacio from Brazil. This team is made up of Gabrieli Araujo Barros, Raquel Figueiredo, Ayani Pereira da Silva, and their mentor was Rodrigo Avelino. So, Pauline, I can see you're there and you have like an amazing team of people backing you up.
Thank you. Yeah,
So,
they are very supportive with Unplastify, and they are really loving it too. So can we start?
yes, go ahead, please.
Hi everyone, students, mentors, jury. So, we choose polyester as the chosen plastic because we use it every day in our clothes. That we observe this by seeing our lives, our friends. We cannot live without clothes. So it's a difficult question because we can count with the fingers of our hand. But how many clothes do you have? We can even count how many clothes we have because we use it every day, and we are living a consumption era that use clothes but then throw it away. We chose polyester because it's a non-biodegradable material, and when you wash it, it liberates a lot of microplastics to the ocean that animals eat and that comes back to us, and it's really bad. And also, we inhale and consume plastic every day. A new research made by Medical University of Vienna at Austria, they said that we consumption equivalent of 1 credit card per week, each person. So it's very plastic, it's a lot of plastic. And also we learned yesterday at the festival that each person consumes in a year for 45 kilograms per year. So the next one, please. And there's a little data about the harm of polyester. Like if we see the whole world, 49% of clothes are made of polyester. And a research said that in 2030, it will be the double. So instead of being 49%, will be almost 100% of clothes made of polyester. And also, residuals on coastal regions are usually made of microplastics. The percentage is 85%.
You can pass now. My name is Hayani, and I am going to talk about the linen, which is our alternative for the polyester. Linen is actually a plant. It is perfect for our school uniform, so it has good quality. It's biodegradable, which means that it isn't like polyester. It doesn't liberate microplastics, and it doesn't disappear in the nature. And also it's versatile. It has the versatility.
So, hey, I'm Gabby, and I'm going to talk about Polylinen, which is our project. So, we want to replace the polyester non-clothes to line, which Hayani just said is a biodegradable tissue, which is a perfect alternative to our environment. So, besides being an organic plant, of course, you can use it all. You can use the whole plant, to make the tissue. So, to start, we want to schedule a meeting with our school supplier, which is give us our uniforms, to negotiate with them on how we can do things and prepare the clothes. And we want to get a partnership with Instituto Ecotese, which is an institute from Brazil that agrees with which is help with sustainable fashion. And we want to, after we do that, we want to start the production of our uniforms. And we already have the support of our school because they are very supportive. They are very about that. They're very cozy about that. They help us a lot. They agreed the first time we talked about this. The first time we talked about this, they agreed at once. So we were not worried about that. And after we do this, after we do the whole thing, we want to inspire other schools. We want to, and who knows, even like share with brands of clothes our message and our project to expand even more this change that will be very important to us and to our environment.
We also want to show you that we agree with 6 parts of the SDGs. Next one, please. Next one, please. Oh, okay.
I also want to talk about our accomplishments. Like we could make our prototype, which was made 7% of linen. And we want to show that to our school uniform supplier so they can maybe agree with us and make it to our classmates. We also are really happy about the support that our principal gave to us. And also we gained some skills, like we feel much more self-confident. We are more confident with our English too. And we could see our project becoming real about the challenge that we may face in the future. Maybe it is the expensive price of the tissue, but we have an alternative. We choose to make those the mixed linen, which is linen mixed with other sustainable tissues. So it has a lower cost, but it still has the quality. We also want to consolidate and plastify with school, and also our biggest issue is the school uniform supplier. Next. So our image right now is we have 450 people in the school, students, and our goal is to reduce 65% of the polyester usage.
Because it is the majority of clothes has 65% of polyester in the clothes. So you want to take them away, and the multiplication of this count is 292. Sorry, I can't see. 982 of projection. You can pass, please. So, our final thoughts is the first photo. You can see us in our first meeting together. We did it with Juana, which was very nice to do. And the second one, we did it with Hayani, that Hayani is sewing her own shirt. And the third one is us in a festival here in São Paulo, which was very cool experience to meet everyone there. And talking about Unplastify itself, it was a very unique and experience that we want to continue doing with Club Unplastify or young leaders. And we're so happy to be part of, and we're very grateful to be invited to being part of this. And you can pass, please. Yeah, we want to thank you all for hearing us and hearing our idea and supporting us maybe, and we hope you like it, our idea.
Thank you very much, Pauline. That was really, really inspiring. I cannot believe you made your own uniforms. That's so amazing. Okay, we have 2 minutes for questions, and we're gonna ask for all of the teams, upcoming teams, that when they answer the questions, please go straight to the point for the answer. Okay, juries, any questions? Who wants to go first?
We can go.
Of course, go ahead.
Congratulations for the project. Linen is a very refreshing material for school uniforms, because we know in São Paulo it can get really hot. So it's a very good idea. We were wondering, how is the school accepting or dealing with the idea of changing the uniforms?
Hey, Marias. So thank God, we were very supported by them. Anna, who is here, she supported us a lot, and she loved the idea actually, because it, besides being good for the environment, is a whole new thing to present to the world and other schools and other brands of clothes, you know. So this wasn't a problem for us.
Our next challenge is to talk with the parents of our classmates so they can accept too. But we are already being supported so much by our principal, so we are excited.
Every parent is really supportive along the school, and it's really cool to have this support of everyone.
Hi, Pauline and team. So nice to meet you. And well, I loved your project. I think it is really creative. I can't believe you know how to sew. I don't know how to sew anything at all. So I'm like, I'm really impressed. I didn't understand if you have already talked to other students about this new uniform or if you haven't done it yet, but I want to hear a little more about that and if other students have tried your new uniform and what they think about it.
Okay, so we talked with our classmates, with our friends, and they boomed their minds because they couldn't imagine this. Like they couldn't know that our clothes are made of polyester and they pack that made in the environment. So we told them they like it very a lot and they are supporting us very much to do this, to tell them more, to teach them. And they couldn't try the clothes because we just do this through us as an example, but we are talking to the supplier of uniforms and we are going to do this to all the school.
Se você quiser ajudar os realmente representante, eles são a ideia de vocês.
And also, we had a representative meeting today with classmates and they liked it a lot, the idea.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for your answers. And we're going to go to the next finalist. Now is the turn of Politera. Politera is a team from the Teraki Foundation Schools from Turkey, and the participants, Deniz, Tolga, and Yagi-san, are going to be presenting their amazing project with their mentor, who there I see her, is Celine Mezadur. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing anything. It's possible that I am. But we are really excited to hear you. Politera, are you there?
Yes.
Great. Hello, Deniz.
Yeah. So I just want to ask, so you're going to be passing the presentation, right?
Yeah, that's right. If you need for better to skip,
you'll just reference your hands when you need to pass. So that'll be really quicker. If we we just signal with our hands, that would be, I think, quicker than just saying it. So, okay, yes, Tolga, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, you may begin. Just briefly, here are the topics we're going to talk about. We can pass.
No, yes, please tell her because I don't know if she's seeing you.
Okay, so I'm sure that as all of you can remember, the COVID-19 pandemic lasted nearly 3 years. And during that time, the medical industry had to use all the resources in its reach in order to combat this crisis. But I want to ask you something today. How long do you think the plastic we used then will last? Could it be decades? Could it be centuries? Or is it possible that it will last forever? If the answer is quite unsettling, don't worry. And listen to us carefully. As you know, we are Team Politera from Turkey, Istanbul, and our objective is to reduce the use of PVC in medical equipment by demonstrating the feasibility of biodegradable alternatives.
A sustainable and responsible, in order to understand the problem better, we divided the problem into two sections, as you can see. We can pass. So, a sustainable and responsible community should be able to protect both human and the environment. For this reason, we turned our attention to medical plastic. We can pass. As you can see from the graph, 85% of all the medical waste is considered as non-toxic general waste, which for the most of the parts consist of plastic. Furthermore, 91% of this medical plastic is not being recycled and ends up in landfills and, most importantly, polluting our oceans. Global emergencies like COVID-19 cause the single use of plastics numbers to increase greatly. And research show that many countries cannot manage this medical waste. So, one of the main reasons why we want to eliminate PVC is that its low recyclability rate. Compared to other commonly used plastics, such as PET or HDPE, PVC cannot be recycled at all. In addition, PVC contains toxic plasticizers, which are harmful to human health. This is especially dangerous in a country like Turkey, which had 670,000 tons of plastic waste imported last year. Can you imagine how big this amount is?
So while researching the topic, we also noticed that there's a great lack of public awareness in our community regarding medical plastic waste. The medical industry appears to be the area where individuals have the least say. Because of these reasons, our project brings a new perspective to the plastic problem. We can pass. So right now, our target community is the 350 individuals consisting of nurses in our school infirmary, ill students, and teachers. We can pass.
So now that we established the problem and the community, here are the actions we took. Firstly, we talked to our school nurse and school administration regarding the plastic consumption. Then we researched and identified a biodegradable solution, which we then used in a plot trial in our school. The solution we found is actually an organic polymer named polyurethane. There are many scientific articles proposing its use in the medical field because its properties actually surpass those of PVC, only for a higher price. But most importantly, it doesn't have the same toxic plasticizers, which means it has far less negative impact on the environment and is biodegradable. Based on the numbers from our school infirmary, we calculated the period image to be 4,200 individual pieces of plastic, which mostly consists of plastic gloves. That's nearly 25 kilograms, or as much big as a double-sized mattress. Our project replaces 75% of this plastic with polyurethane material, which we'll get from a local supplier.
So in order to overcome the economic difficulties we had, we set up a bake sale at our school where students would bring homemade food. The money we raised is going to be used to fund projects such as ours. You can pass. As our next step, we plan to fully replace the PVC in our school and expand our reach beyond infirmaries and contact hospitals. If we get recognition as the winner, we will refer to this achievement by convincing others. This way, our project will get closer to protecting this earth and its citizens.
So, this sums up everything we wanted to say. We would like to thank to our teacher Selin Mezadur, who first invited us to the project. We would like to thank to the admins who gave us their support and the other teams for making this experience unforgettable. And lastly, thanks to the Unplastify for gathering us all for this amazing event.
Wow, that was truly, truly inspiring. Thank you very much, guys, for everything you just presented. It's time for the jury to ask questions. Feel free, whoever wants to start, please.
Hi, team. Well,
hello.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the presentation. I was also impressed. And I wanted to ask you if, while you were searching about this plastic in particular, if you were surprised of some data, if you already knew this, and how do you reacted when you started to investigate more and more about this plastic?
I think I can answer this question. So for us, the most shocking piece of data was the amount of plastic Turkey imported, which is basically meaning we are buying trash from other countries. When I first saw the data for last year, I was so shocked that I just had to call my friends and say that what's happening here. And most certainly it had increased triple since the last 2 years. So I saw points for consistency, but negative points for actual human health. This plastic is being processed in our country, roughly 10%, 1/10 of it recycled, and the rest in dumpsters and or the sea. And that's also threatening our human health. So that was a great motivation for us, that we had to act not only for a certain community, but for our country as a whole, for for probably other countries who are also suffering from similar problem.
Thank you very much. Any other questions for Politera?
Congratulations, the project is really amazing. This material, the fact that it's not recyclable, it's very shocking. So it's a very good choice to choose PVC. So we were wondering, how did you come up with this alternative to the PVC? I don't remember the name, but it's, how did you?
Polytemera,
Poly something.
Polyurethane.
How did you come with this idea?
So at first we were just discussing with our teachers, our biology teachers, with our chemistry teachers regarding what alternatives we had. Then we researched online, and that's when we saw so many articles. Polyurethane was already a well-known plastic, as I think Ekalufa said, there was polyurethane foam. But there are also quite as many articles proposing its use in the medical field, but we actually didn't find any proof that it had been used. There are some resources, there were some companies selling it as the source, but so from that point on, we thought that we might actually start incorporating this in our community, in our school, and then make a change.
Thank you very much. That was amazing. Okay, we're gonna go to our last team of the day. It's the turn of Eko Das from the Taras Shevchenko Lyceum from Ukraine. The participants, so sorry for how I'm going to say your names, but Arseny Hamoria, Dasha Hanol, Anastasia Basha-Menchenkova, Anastasia Krapko, and their mentor who we met before, Irina Karchenko. Eko Das, are you there?
Hi there.
Yes.
We're here.
Wonderful. Okay, we have the presentation ready.
Okay. First of all, can you imagine a room packed of old plastic bags and food wraps? This is how much our school community uses per month when they bring their lunches, sandwiches to school. And this is only the tip of the iceberg. You shouldn't forget about the bottles and water caps.
We made a short cartoon to show what happens when every day millions of people use large amounts of plastic without ever thinking about it.
I'm sorry.
Next slide, please.
So we decided to take action. Who are we? We are Eka and Das team from Taras Shevchenko Lyceum from Kropivnitsky, Ukraine. Next slide, please.
Hi, I'm Anastasia, and I was engaged in promotion in social networks.
I'm Dasha, and I set tasks.
I'm Nastya, and I edited the videos.
I'm Arseny, and I was engaged in video filming. We made research, surveys, and production of wax napkins.
So we start with some research. We read a lot of scientific articles and statistical data to find out really scary facts. According to scientists, from 4.8 to 12.7 million tons of plastic enter the ocean every year. The problem concerns not only in Ukraine. In our country, there are more than 500 plastic bags per person every year. Usually, we use plastic bags according to its purpose for about 30 minutes, and the decomposing period is more than 100 years. In Ukraine, more over 11 million tons of household waste were generated last year. Next slide, please.
As a team, we brainstormed some ideas about what type of plastic is mostly used in our school. We carried some surveys among the students, and their parents counted that on average our students bring 3 plastic bags per person daily. And considering that we have more than 900 students in our school, that amounts in 2,700 wraps a day. That's a staggering amount of plastic amounts. Next slide. So we decided to reduce this type of plastic in our school. However, we thought that we will work not only with students, but with their parents and our teachers too. Next slide.
We thought out our strategy. You can see it on this slide. So we decided to produce wax napkins. Next slide, please. So what is exactly wax napkin? It is a cotton fabric soaked with a solution of beeswax and jojoba oil. Thanks to this combination of components, the fabric gets adhesive properties. Under the influence of the heat of the hands, the wax softens and the napkin takes the necessary shape, and then the wax freezes, which allows the napkin to fix around the product or vessel.
And so, why we should use wax napkins? First, they're eco-friendly. If plastic in the air for a long time, wax napkins decompose within 6 or 9 months.
Next, it's better food storage. Thanks to the nature, previous slide, please. Thanks to nature antibacterial action of wax and jojoba oil, products wrapped in a napkin last longer.
Reusability. Unlike food film, which is thrown away after one use, wax napkins are used repeatedly and with proper care. Can be up to 1 year in use. Caring for napkins is just as simple. Just wash them under cold running water and they are ready to bottle again. Next slide.
Multifunctionality. Previous slide, please. Sorry. Thank you. Multifunctionality. Napkins can be used to wrap half a vegetable or fruit that is not used now, but is great for cooking next time. Napkins are just as well used to cover a container with a dish that you put in the fridge due to the fact that the material takes the shape you give it. A nut bag for snack, an envelope for greens, and so on is easily made from a napkin. Just let your imagination run. Next slide, please. The production of wax napkins is really simple. There are only 3 processes. You add wax to some cloth, heat it with the iron through some baking paper, and let it cool down for a few minutes. Now you can see how we made them. Next slide, please.
We are grateful to our teacher for their support to some feedback from our ecology teacher.
I was especially impressed by the idea of wax napkins. Thanks to our students, I started using them at home. I think this is a really good way to get rid of plastic packaging in our everyday life.
Next slide, please. As we are all in school parliament, we decided to disseminate the idea and share it with as many people as possible. First of all, we created Instagram page of our project on which we speak about the importance of reducing plastic in our everyday life. We are really grateful to other teams which follows and share our values.
One of the challenges we faced was lack of resources. We didn't have enough money for the materials for the mass production of napkins. So we came up with the idea of conducting practical workshops for all the students in our school on how to make wax napkins at home. We are planning to carry out our workshop once a week till the end of the school year. Moreover, many parents became interested in our napkins and started using them at home or taking their sandwiches to their workplaces.
The outcomes of project. Before the project, all 900 students in our school used plastic wraps. After 2 months of the project, 250 people, it's our students, their parents, and teachers started using wax napkins. We hope that by the end of the year, we will reduce the usage of plastic wraps to 24%.
Bibliography. And next slide, please. And thank you. We are really happy to participate in this project as we learned a lot about the problem of plastic in the modern world. We became a real team. We developed our creativity. We learned how to solve the problem. Besides the project, it was a great opportunity to meet our peers from around the world. We hope to stay in touch with them and support each other in the efforts. Also, we want to thank Amplify coordinators for all guidance and support that gave us at office hours. We hope to participate in similar projects in the future. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very, very much, Ekodas. I don't know what everyone thinks out there, but I want to start making my own wax napkins. I'm going to try it and hope not to burn down the house while I do it. So thank you very much. Jury, it's all yours.
Do you want to start this time?
We can go.
Yes, perfect.
So really nice, really amazing. We use this material here as well. And we know that it's really hard to engage people because people are used to wrap everything in plastic. And so you have to change your behavior. And our question is similar to the comment he did at the beginning. That did you realize or did you feel that more students start making their own products? Because we feel that when you start doing your own products, you start seeing the changes more often and you start changing your behavior.
It was a really interesting experience for us. It was something new, and fortunately we made it. We managed with all the problems we had, all the lack of resources, as we told in our presentation. We found out how to do it, and we came with this idea, and we didn't really think that we will become the finalists of this project, but we did it, and we are so happy about it. We engage people to this wax napkins, and as we told, we already did one workshop, and we are going to do more in future. So that is the way how we want to tell people about this wax napkins, about this ecological way to have your lunch at school or at work or somewhere else. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry, Tommy. Sorry.
Sorry, Mari. Thank you. Hi, team. Thank you so much for your presentation. I loved that you also showed us who did the different tasks and work, and I think that I really appreciate that, to know a little about more about the past and about what you have been doing to this presentation. And well, for me, I wanted to ask you, what about the people that weren't very happy with these napkins, or weren't able to change to this new napkin? And what did they say to you? They did say why they didn't want to change, or do you know why they refused to use this new kind of napkin?
Okay, as beginning, when we started at the beginning of this project, we have the questions like, what we can do now. And now is the most important part of this question.
Anastasia, sorry, we don't hear you. Can you go closer to the microphone?
Sorry, now do you hear me?
A little bit better, yes.
We post our masterclass on Instagram. You know, as Nastya is president of school parliament, and all members of our team take part in school parliament. We can tell many people, actually leaders of classes, about this project. You know, everything started from small things, and if we start today, do this wax napkins, because it's that thing that we can do now, and it's easy. We showed it in our presentation, and if we started now, we will see very big results in the future, because it's really important. You know, I've heard about people who work in the ecology area, but I just thought that, okay, that's cool, but when millions of people use plastics, it can be, you know, but now everyone, if we started doing this, we can really change the world for a better way. Because, you know, people from our team, from other teams, you gave us a really great opportunity to have chance to change our world for better, and solve problems of plastic. Thank you.
And I would like to add a little bit about your question. You know, there weren't people who didn't actually like the idea. And when I first made this wax napkin, when I showed it to my family, to my parents, my mom told, "Oh, what is that?" And I told her, "This is wax napkin. This is our project. And this is what are we doing with my team." And she told, "That's really great idea, and like make more of them, and I'd like to use it, because you know, it's a really big problem of plastic bags, because plastic packaging is the most common in the world, and plastic bags are has the biggest amount of the pollution in our planet. And there are a lot of ways to reduce this amount of plastic bags, plastic packages in our world, but we have one of this way. And yes, I tell you that a lot of people like the idea, and even my family, even families of our team members, and I hope others students who were on our workshops, who watched how to do it, and they saw that it's really easy and it's real, and you can do it at home. So it's really great way, in my opinion, it's really great way to reduce this amount of plastic in our world. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Kotas. That was the last presentation we have for the day. So what's coming next is the jury is going to go into a breakout room. We're going to invite you there. So please, if you are, whenever you are accepting, you will be to go. And the jury will now reiterate to their room to discuss the difficult task of evaluating on the criteria we share with them. That is the same we used for the challenge. We have no doubts all the teams did a great job. Those presentations were truly amazing, truly inspiring, but we know it's a challenge and we're gonna have only one winner, so we're really close to knowing who it is. So do we have our presentation ready? Okay, because while the jury debates, we're gonna start the public vote. That means all of you are going to be able to vote who your favorite team was. What are we gonna do?
Here. Hi. Well, I'm going to put you the finalist team with Ona and Juanita on a breakout room, and the jury on another room with Juana. So while they are discussing and selecting, you can vote, okay? I will share the Menti voting presentation on YouTube and on the chat, okay? Well, I'm going to open the breakout rooms.
it every time. I never think I'll lose, but it's a losing game. And I'm breaking all the rules, thinking that I'm gonna change. Oh, it's good that these men don't know each other. I got one who's working undercover, trying to solve my mystery. Look at one mistake I'll make.
Okay, can you hear me? Yes, thank you, Irina, for being there. The only face I see right now. So, I think I'm just waiting for some confirmation. We'll be closing the public vote right now so the jury can make their final decision, having this in mind. And we're also gonna ask the finalist, I think that we're gonna bring the finalists back.
I ignore what my heart tells me, and I break it every time. I never think I'll lose, but it's a losing game. And I'm breaking all the rules, thinking that I'm gonna change. Oh, it's good that these men don't know each other. Well, every time I lose one, I can just move on. I always find another. Look at one mistake I'm making now. I'm jumping right on them when I know it's gonna end somehow. Look at one mistake I'm making now. I'm jumping right on them when I know it's gonna end somehow. 'Cause you know it, 'cause you know it, 'cause you know it's gonna end somehow. And look at one mistake I'm making now. 'Cause I know it, 'cause I know it's gonna end someday. And look at one mistake I'm making now. 'Cause I know it, 'cause I know it's gonna end someday. Look at one mistake I'm making now. 'Cause I know it, 'cause I know it's gonna end
Okay, we are back. Hello, Vero. Okay, we're back. So finalists are here. The jury is having their final. They're making the final decision, but before that, we want to make some announcements before the big announcement. So first of all, we like to let all teams know and mentors know that as from Monday, we are gonna be sending you a feedback survey to answer through the app and through the WhatsApp group that we have. Basically, this will allow us to learn your opinion on the program and give us feedback on room for improvement. The challenge is constantly evolving. We are making changes all the time, but we need to make those changes with information that people who have participated made us. So please it's only 5 minutes. It's really short. We really ask you to complete it because it's valuable information for us, and we're going to be able to implement new changes for upcoming teams. So saying that, I want to move forward to the first recognition of the night. It's not night here, it's afternoon, but for you it's a night, so I'm going to be changing the speech. So this is the Young Leaders recognition. I'm talking to the participants now. Do you know what the Young Leaders recognition is? Did you see it in the app? Okay, this is a recognition we are doing for the first time. So in order to tell you what's the Young Leaders recognition, we're going to go over really quickly about the Young Leaders program, which is another educational initiative we have at Unplastify for students who have already been in the Challenge for Schools. So once you finish the Challenge for Schools, where you are right now, you can either go to the Unplastify Club or you can get selected to be part of the Young Leaders program. So as we are about to launch a new edition where we select teams who have participated in the Challenge for Schools and invite them to scale their project and develop themselves as environmental leaders, boosting their projects for greater impact in their community. This program includes expert support and strategic connections. We also have tools for the future, such as learning about sustainable entrepreneurship, research, and effective communication. Be the present of change to be able to highlight your projects, lead, and empower other persons in your community. So for the first time, we want to acknowledge one of the teams who have accomplished not only outstanding results, but commitment and passion to the plastic problem, showing social impact aside from its environmental impact, potential to grow systemically, and proven responsibility and commitment to its work. This year, the Young Leaders recognition goes to sustainable scientists from Colegio de Ciencias Chile, Peru. Please clap. For us, it's really important to mention what they have done because their project has been outstanding and they have achieved awesome results. So I see Oriana from Sustainable Scientists who is there. Hello, Oriana. Congratulations, you and your team have been selected to participate in the Young Leaders Program new edition.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
So I'm gonna briefly tell everyone what you did, and if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. But what we know is that your team with your mentor, Carlos Chu, throughout the challenge, you have focused on eliminating thermoset plastic, better known as plasticine, which is widely used in gardens and schools, not only polluting the environment, but considered to be toxic. They chose to work at San Luis Gonzaga School initial level by raising awareness and testing their proposed solution. So Oriana, can you tell us the solution you made? I'm understanding that you made it your own. You made your own product. What was it made of?
Oh, how I made the plasticine?
Yes, how did you make your own plasticine?
Oh, well, that is we do it with natural ingredients. For example, flour, salt, and the salt is the preservant, the natural preservant. So water and also oil. That is basically our preparation. Huh?
Thank you. And were you able to test it with the kids from initial level at the school?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's amazing. So what I have here is that you produced it, and during the project, you got involved with teachers and principals, and even managed to ally with a school from another province of the country. Can you tell us a little bit more about this alliance you made with another school?
And excuse me, you can repeat, please? And
we understood from what you told us in the challenge that you made an ally with a school from another province of the country who is going to be using your product or has already started using your product. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a bit more about that other school? How did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them? We are really intrigued on knowing how did you manage to expand your project so quickly?
Yeah, that'd be a challenge because for try to you know combines the teachers, the school, and we try with other schools, but it's like difficult to try to combine. So we have an advantage. My mom is a teacher. Is a So she helped us to try to introduce at the school, so and share our project.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Oriana, for being here, for your testimony. We applaud you really big because what you did is amazing, and we are really, really happy and thrilled to give you the welcome to the next edition of the Young Leaders Program. After the challenge next week, we will be in touch with Carlos, your mentor, to see how can we move on with the next steps. Okay, so
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oriana. Before we have feedback time, or no, we're gonna go with feedback first, right? Great. Great. So whenever the jury is ready, I don't see them yet. So this is how we're gonna go. The jury is gonna give you feedback. It's gonna give each team a piece of feedback. Then we're gonna announce who was the team that got the most amount of votes in the app through the audience. And then finally, we're gonna let you know who the big winner is, who the jury decided that the winner is. If we were live, we would be like doing drum rolls or something. I think that given that we are waiting here, this is a good moment to make a group picture. So I'm gonna ask everyone to turn on their cameras. Celina, Ana Paula, Rodrigo, Nico, Thais, Stephanie, Francini, everyone please turn on your cameras. And we can just smile, we can wave like end of the night picture, we can snap, you can do whatever you want, we can get up your hands. But Juanita, can you please take this picture? Because this is an amazing moment and we wanna capture this for the rest. So 3, 2, 1, you do whatever you want. Thank you very much. This is great. Okay, the jury is back. So perfect timing. Jerry, I know you had a really difficult decision to make, but everyone's really anxious to know. So the word is all yours with the feedback.
Okay, thank you very much. This was really hard for us to talk about your projects and to decide, because we know how much effort you put into these months, into these projects. It really seemed that you are really you really want this project to happen and to continue going. And we are really happy to see young people like yourself to be this interested and really to engage with your community. And well, we are going to give some kind of feedback to each team, and but first of all, the 4 of you were amazing. Like, we were really, really impressed with your work, with your presentations. I'm like, I can't stop smiling, sorry, but I'm really happy to see young people like yourselves around the world. Okay, so my teammates, how do you want to divide ourselves with the teams? Should I start?
Yes, you can start and then we can
Do together.
yes.
Okay, let's do it together. If I'm missing something, you will. Okay, let's go with the same order as you went. So, Ecolufa, are you there? Yes. Okay. Hi. Hola. Well, we loved your project, really. And maybe what we thought about that you could improve for next time is to try to talk and inspire other schools, because your project is mostly based in the schools' kitchens. And so it would be really great if you can talk with other schools in your community, in your district, in your country, in other countries, on how easy it was for you, your experience changing to this new way of washing with the loofahs. And that could make a really great impact to have your school as an inspirational school, the first school changing to these loofah sponges, and also to really engage with the families that have their kids attending to the school so that their kitchens can change too. What do you think, Mariana?
And we also want to congratulate for the choice of loofahs. It's a very very good choice because it's a natural material, it's a plant.
Easy
so well
to
done.
use.
Yes.
Congratulations. Well, the next one is Polinen. So congratulations as well. Amazing project. Like, it's really nice to see that you understood a massive problem, which is the fashion world. So we were very impressed what you could do, like making the uniforms. And now we just suggest you that it's very, very important that you understand that you have to engage the school, your friends and the teachers and everybody, because it's a long process to make this change. So if you, I don't know, workshops or take people to the fabric or
master classes,
you have to do like a movement to bring people to understand how important is what you are doing.
Because we feel like if they understand the importance of this change and the impact of polyester, they will engage with you. So it's a very important process.
And you can be the first school to change all the uniforms. Will be amazing.
And impact the whole school.
Yeah.
And also to stand out the like the manual thing that you done with your own new uniforms and to learn how to sew, and that was really inspiring that you can make your own clothes by yourself and try new things, that not giving everything for granted. Okay, let's go to the next project. It was Polyterra. Okay, so what we liked more about your project, that it's amazing, of course, is the amount of study that you did, the investigation and how you presented it. It was really, really well done, and it really showed how much you prepared for this project and for this instance of the contests. And I was really blown away, right, girls? What do you think?
Yes, we felt like this project can go further, can go outside the school, because you know so much, you have learned so much, and
you are
teach us.
prepared.
Yes. The
So
study,
congratulations.
the study that you did to find the alternative material, it was very impressive.
Yes.
Ecoidas. We were the thing that we were discussing, we were very impressed was the video and your communication. It was very well done. It presented how easy it is to build this material. It made we felt like we wanted to try and do this material because of your communication.
Yeah, we think that this is a good way to engage other people. We know how hard we work with videos as well, so we know how hard it is to make a good one and a video that engage people. So I think it's a good way for you to bring more people to understand the problem.
Yes, I really liked it too. And well, I think that maybe sometimes when we talk about wax napkins, sometimes people can be a little scared about what you're talking about. But by showing them how easy it is to use them and how easy it is to make them, I think that that's a really good key to keep working, and to also show your classmates, your school, that you are using it and it's like total fine, and it's like a really cool way of having your lunch and making a statement at the same time. So really congratulations for your napkins and also for your video editing that I know it's hard and it takes time.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we are done with the 4 teams, right?
Yes, thank you very much, Jerry, for your feedback. So I'm gonna give the word to Ro.
Hi, everyone. Well, it's been a hard decision, but first we will have the recognition of the vote of the public, that it was also very interesting. And the project that was chosen by the public as we voted in Mentimeter was ECODAS. So great, ECODAS. Congratulations for that.
Thank you
And
so
now
much.
the moment of the truth. Now the jury. Sorry.
I was making a drum roll. Sorry, I got too excited.
Sorry. So now in the moment of the truth, I'm not sure. I think maybe the jury will reveal, or should I reveal? I will reveal it. Okay. So I will reveal the chosen group. I think all of the teams made amazing projects, and they were really very different and innovative from previous editions. So I know that this was a very hard decision for the jury to make. And finally, the jury, considering also the vote of the public, has defined that the winning team for this year's 8th edition of the Unplastic on School Challenge is Paulinen. Congratulations, Pauline. And they're not hearing us because they're already, but I want to celebrate all the groups, but really we saw all the changes that the teams made in their communities and all the projects, and really they were surprising. So thank you so much for all your creativity and also for the participation. Everyone who's here has been really participative of all this journey. So I don't know if you guys of Paulinen want to say some words and after you continue celebrating, but just say hello.
We didn't like get to turn on the mic, but we screamed a lot. Thank you to everyone. Thank you. We are happy.
We couldn't imagine because this is so important to us. We know that is a long-term product, but even we didn't win, we want to continue this, and we won it. It excited us to do our best, to want to go furthermore.
I want to go forward. Thank you. All the collaborators that we met and we were meeting today. You're so special to us. You changed our lives, like really indeed. And Marias and Thomas, Damian, that we met today. So
well, thank you so much. Everyone has made a great job. I don't know if anyone wants to say some words, because I'm really happy and excited to see you all and to see how you have accomplished all your projects throughout this challenge. And I'm sure that all of these teams can be part of next year's Young Leaders if you apply, because it's amazing what you have done. So if you're going to continue, the road is ahead. Mati? Tati?
Thank you, bro. I wanna congratulate all of the teams. I mean, Politera,
Yes.
you guys were amazing. ECODAS, you were incredible. Ecolufa, no words for what you did. Of course, Paulinen too. I think all of you deserve the prize, and it was really incredible to have you here. Thank you very much. We're gonna be in touch with you. This is not over. This is a path that is just beginning for us. This is the first time we met. We are going to be together, keeping in touch many times, so you are not getting free of us. And thank you very much for being here. Tati, I don't know if you want to say something.
by all your projects, all your hard work. It's truly, truly amazing. And I'm sure that for the jury, it was really difficult to choose one. You all are recognized by us, and we are amazed by your enthusiasm. And we hope you all continue to carry on the flag of Unplastify in your schools, joining Unplastify Club, and we will make sure that you have fun and you continue to have more opportunities to move forward with your projects. So we look forward to seeing you and to joining this amazing community of Unplastifiers throughout the world. Thank you so much.
Thanks everyone for joining this adventure. Mati, thank you for being a great host. And thanks everyone and the judges also for such a difficult decision and sharing your time with